important learnings from this specific book. First is each trader is different. You have to figure out what works for you. Some trader might be really strong using fundamentals. Somebody might be very strong using technicals. One trader might trade breakouts very well, whereas another trader might trade range bound markets very well. So every trader has his own style, and you have got to figure out what is the right style for you. Don't look out for that perfect strategy, but look out for that strategy that works really well for you. That is the first thing. And second thing I still remember is I was always trying to predict the markets. And using this book, I realized that prediction is not really that important. What is important is your risk management. So even if you have made a mistake, how do you manage the risk? If it is going right, how do you manage risk then? So risk management is much more important than predicting the markets. So the second book is Fooled by Randomness by Nassim Taleb. The two important learnings from this book are quite interesting. First of all, outcome is not equal to skill. So your overall outcome, you might be very successful in any part of your life, whether it is, let's say, trading. You made a very good trade and you made money for a couple of months. Now you've got to realize this is not necessarily due to skill. It is quite possible that it is due to luck. Try and figure out whether the outcome that you received is because of your skill or because of luck. If it is repeatable, it is most likely because of skill. But if it is not repeatable, then it is due to luck. And the second learning that I saw is the survivorship bias distorts the reality. Like what we see in the startup world, that we hear a lot of success stories. Now these success stories are maybe 1 or 2% of overall all the stories. Rest 98-99% are failures, which we don't really get to hear about a lot. So what happens is this blinds us from the overall range of outcomes that are expected in a decision. So this is another important and interesting thing that I learned from this specific book. So the third book is The Most Important Thing by Howard Marks. Now this book taught me a couple of things, and I keep going back to this book every year or so. First thing that I learned from this book is that price is everything. It's really not the business. So you could be invested in a really very good, amazing business, but if the price is not right, you're not going to get returns. On the flip side, if you have invested in an average business but a very attractive price, you can make a lot of money even by investing in an average business. So that's the first thing I learned. And second thing is, risk is not volatility. Most of the times what we see is the measurement of risk is the standard deviation, which is the volatility. Now personally, I don't really care so much how volatile the returns are. I would much rather be fixated on what's the probability of loss, overall loss in that specific product. So that is another thing which really gels well with my philosophy, that I'm okay in investing in a slightly more volatile product if the probability of overall loss is not that much. Also, do let me know in comments if there is any specific book that you have really enjoyed and learned a lot related to trading and investments.